What's up, gamers? We are back with more Starfield. As promised in the towards the end of the last video, we're going to be continuing with the main story quest of the game today. But before I do that, there are a few things on my to-do list I want to get taken care of before we dive in with more main story stuff. And one of those things, especially because of the direction the main story is going to the churches. In every major city, actually, I'm not sure if there is one in Neon, but at least in New Atlantis, Aquila, and I believe also Cydonia, there are two churches in each major city, each of those major cities. One for the House of the Enlightened and one for, why can I never, Sanctum Universum, right? And we're about to go talk to the leader and the author of all the scripture associated with Sanctum Universum. And it sounds like it's shaping up to be really interesting, a really interesting philosophy that he purports. So, definitely excited for that. But I do also want to check in the different church buildings because there's probably there's sort of like
The House of Enlightenment is a place of rest and reflection. Welcome.
so you can see Anton's here. I'm currently in Aquila City, in the House of the Enlightened in Aquila City, and as you can see, there's a named NPC in here. He may not have a quest for me or anything, but he may have some dialogue. I went back to the House of the Enlightened in New Atlantis, and I picked up some of the books there that I just avoided the first time I went through there because it was stealing. But we've got these A Greater End, Volume 1 and Volume 3, that are from the Sanctum Universum. They're basically religious text, as well as Among the Grav Jumps, another religious text, all authored by Achilles, who we're going to, or Aquilas. I'm sure we'll eventually learn how that's pronounced. Who we're going to talk to as part of the main story quest in a little bit. We also have the Charity in a Godless Universe series, which is, I'm realizing now I'm wrong. Sanctum Universum 1 through 3, that's the religious text for Sanctum Universum, as well as Among the Grav Jumps. It looks like A Greater End is also part of that, another series of texts by him. The thing is that the Sanctum Universum is sort of like, I mean, it says a spiritual guide for after the world's end. It talks about very generalized concepts and breaking down faith into its most essential parts. Among the Grav Jumps, it's more along the same vein. But it makes the point that Grav Jumps is like a way to commune with the divine. A Greater End, I don't know that I've actually read A Greater End Volume 1 yet. I know I've read Volume 3, and I found Volume 3 to be very interesting because it directly names the Unity. And it talks about those born of the stars, I believe. I'm sorry for just like, I'm trying to get myself back caught up mentally with what we've learned. Those born of the stars give us fixed points amidst chaos. Yeah, it talks about the starborn and whatnot. But the Charity in a Godless Universe series, which I've found various volumes of it through the game. I don't know which ones I've read and which one I haven't. But I found books 1 through 4 in the Sanctum Universe. No, the House of the Enlightened in New Atlantis. So I do want to read through those, and I just want to, I'd like to try and find a Greater End Volume 2, because I think of all the texts in the last video we read all of the Sanctum Universum volumes, and we read Among the Grav Jumps. I have read Volume 3 on another video a little while back, but I'd like to find Volume 2 and then read Volumes 1 through 3 in order before we continue with the main story quest, because I think it's going to be very tied in to what we discover next, and I want as much context as possible going into it. So that's sort of what inspired that goal. I was looking through the books I had in my inventory. I didn't have these 4 at the time, but I decided to start going around to the churches and see if there was anything I missed maybe in them. I've already searched this building. There was nothing interesting here, item wise, but there is a named NPC. So I figured this was a good part to start the recording, let you guys in on my plans, and get started with things. I mainly want to go to the Sanctum Universum churches in the major cities to look for that missing Volume 2. And maybe that's part of the story, is that like he's collected all the Volume 2s and sort of has like hidden it away because it has some crazy revelations in it that he decided weren't fit for public consumption. Speaker Aquilus I'm talking about now. And maybe that's part of the story. That's why it's like missing from the areas I've found other parts of the text. But we'll see. We'll see. Cross that bridge when we come to it. But I definitely wanted to take a look because I know I haven't been in these buildings. Something I've been noticing, maybe just between the two contrasting things I've seen so far, but the House of the Enlightened buildings are always very small and kind of run down buildings. Like, this is a pretty nice desk. I think this is the same desk I actually have in my house on Katydid. But yeah, it's just a small little place. They offer tea and coffee, and the one in New Atlantis, they had like a support group for war veterans in the back, which was cool. This is their symbol, which is on the roof of the one in New Atlantis, which I like. I like the symbology and everything. So I just felt like it would be a good thing to dive into that I've been putting off sort of the whole game. So let's start this episode out. Again, I'm in Aquila City. Let's start this episode out talking to Anton Garaya, who I've never spoken to before. He is the House of the Enlightened person in Aquila City.
We are united in a great fellowship, you and I.
Are you here to recruit people?
Not at all. We don't do that. Well, most of us don't. We prefer to let people find their own way to us, if that's the right path for them. I'm not here to make a sales pitch, just to inform and share. Having said all that, the Enlightened are always happy to welcome new members into our fellowship.
What is the House of excuse me, what is the House of Enlightenment all about?
I'm asked this question more than any other. I'll do my best to explain. While we're different individuals, you and I are also members of a common species and a shared society. It's those bonds that make our growth and evolution as a people possible, both spiritually and intellectually. Together, we can share our burdens, learn from one another, and enrich each other's lives. In unity, we find both solace and strength.
Unity, huh?
There's more to it, of course, but I find that some lessons are best learned on one's own.
I like that. So, I mean, I've heard descriptions of the House of the Enlightened before, and they all sort of go along the same vein. But he definitely, said it in his own way, which is cool. They're about humanism. which I love in real life as well. Um,
It was nice
it
visiting
sounds
you.
like that's it. Yeah, it was nice talking to you too, man. So no quests from that NPC, but I wasn't sure if it would just be dialogue or if there would be quests and stuff. We did get a quest at the other House of the Enlightened in Aquila City, or no, in New Atlantis. So let's see if I can find Sanctum
Nice hat.
Universum. I'm sure they have. I love when the guards say "nice hat." It's Sam's hat I'm still wearing, of course, in honor of our fallen comrade. Ooh. It was way harder than I thought it was going to be getting on top of this roof. If there's a staircase up here. Oh, it looks like that might actually be the building we're looking for. Let me get out my hard target so we can see for sure. No, Filburn Agriculture. Okay. I don't know necessarily that I've ever been in Filburn Agriculture either. Some parts of Aquila City I've maybe neglected. Let's go check out Filburn Agriculture just because I've spotted it. This may be a bit of a city re-exploration video, but oh yeah, look, they've got the symbol on the outside of the building as well. We may have to go find the Aquila City kiosk to see if there's a Sanctum Universum here. I feel like there must be, but maybe I'm just imagining it.
Unless this is urgent, I really can't talk. I'm busy working on plans for our next expansion.
I can't remember if these are the folks. I think I did speak to this family before, and they wanted me to like sabotage something to like one of them wanted me to sabotage something
and
to.
demand.
He's just gonna keep saying random lines. So let me. I think it's under one of my miscellaneous quests. Yeah, Sarah Filburn wants me to sabotage her brother-in-law's latest batch of beer so that he's forced to work on IntelliWheat instead. I have to go to Harry Filburn's brewing operation and figure out how to do that, but we're not going to do that.
It's
That's
really just
mean.
that just once I wish Sarah would stop complaining about Henry. As if I don't have enough to manage already.
So he just referenced that, but it looks like he doesn't have any dialogue or quest lines for me. So we'll go ahead and move on with our life. Yeah, let me go find an info kiosk so I don't spend too much time wandering aimlessly around the city. I should know better by now, considering it's my hometown in this game, my character's hometown. Though we can't use the core residence as much as I used to. Plaza, right? Trade Authority. Wait, is that where I am? Oh, I see where I am. Right, let's head over here. I think I know there's an information kiosk. Yeah, right here, right? Aquila City information, perfect. Business directory. Roland Arms, Hitching Post, Shepherd's Shuttle Store, Metal Minerals, Stone Root Inn, Laredo Firearms. I feel like I've been in Roland Arms like a million times, but I've really never bothered to, like, I've never found Laredo Firearms, so maybe I should. Sinclair's Books, of course, we know. So that's all in Midtown. Maybe it's Laredo Firearms. I've been in a bunch and I've never found Roland Arms. We're going to find whichever one we haven't found before. Aggie's on the Stretch. I have been there. That's the bar down there. All right. Other buildings of note. The coast area. We've been there when we had that encounter with... Ooh, I do want to go back there, actually, now that Sam is dead. And there is a Sanctum Universum in Midtown. We've been to Honest Earl's. That was funny. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, Roland Arms we've been in a million times. Laredo Firearms, though? I don't know. I don't know where that might be. I've probably walked by it a million times walking through this town. This just
People
is
around
barracks.
here think we own Aquila. They're wrong. The Ashta do.
Scary
I'm so
looking.
behind on my work. When's the report due anyway?
I'm just not sure what they consider quote-unquote Midtown, because a lot of the businesses they said were in Midtown, I would have thought were not. Like, they're very far from each other. So I'm surprised that's all considered Midtown. Prison?
Apparently that's the law, and it's been in existence from the beginning.
Who is talking right now?
You would think something like that would have been changed by now.
So is this the actual prison? Well, I've never been in the Aquila prison, so let's go check it out. I did look around here for evidence at one point, but I must not have seen this building, because I feel like this is a good...
reputation for being a little lawless. That is not so.
Alright, well that's not a named NPC, so I don't think we're going to get anything from him.
You stay on the straight and narrow.
Also not a named NPC. Ooh, hello though. UC Captain's Log. Balua. Most of the passages are relatively uneventful, but the final entry has an urgent, even panicked tone. UC Captain's Log, Balua, UC Cruiser Montero, Captain Ode Balua. I barely have time to dictate this. They need me back on the bridge. We were attacked by 3 cruisers, all bearing Freestar Collective markings. It was a coordinated offensive. They came out of the debris field, 3 ships, 3 different directions, 3 different weapon types, and then took off. We're nearly crippled. Monroe can't even get the grav drive spun up. I can't believe my stupidity. Classic insurgency tactic. And I walked right into it. Jumonville Glen, Ongthay, Chaldea, and now this. Great. In the textbooks for all the wrong reasons. That's cool. Sounds like some sort of log from the Colony Wars, right?
You're good in my book.
I'm actually a Freestar Ranger. At this point, I'm mostly like... I guess I can open these doors. No. If I don't want to go anywhere else. This one's locked. It would appear to be a crime for me to open this. I'm trying to see, like, oh God, if they... Nah, I'm not feeling like it's worth it right now.
Nobody in here right now.
Okay. I mean, that's what I was wondering. I see that you don't have any prisoners currently. It's good. Why is the cell upstairs locked, by the way? It being unoccupied and all. Alright, well, we poked around. Just the set piece building, I guess. It's weird that it's got its own loading screen and everything, considering how small and allegedly insignificant it is. Right, so we continue our look. We're looking for Laredo firearms, and we're also looking for the house of the
Hello.
Sanctum Universal. I'm just perpetually mixing those two up, but I know I'm on the same page with y'all. So this is Chunks. Roland Arms. I feel like we just explored all of Midtown, but it extends a little bit further than that, I suppose. This is Terra Brew. I mean, this is another thing, like, I've never gone into this Terra Brew. It seems to be a loading screen door, so let's take a look.
The UC can't be that bad, can it?
Nope.
Thanks for
No,
choosing
no
Terra Brew.
NPCs
What can I get you?
in here. At
Might
least
wanna
I don't
steer
think
clear,
So no, just
stretch.
customer.
Lots of crime over
The
there.
door I can open here. It's just a bathroom. I mean, it's worth taking a look around. You never know if they're gonna have like a magazine sitting on a counter here somewhere for me to grab.
Aquila's one of the oldest cities in the settled systems.
Nope, I think just another set piece building. I mean, I can buy coffee and stuff in there, but I mostly avoid places that are loading screen doors until I'm ready to go through them. And that's caused me to miss out on some exploration. Because like 9 out of 10 times it's just like that. I go in and it's like a shop. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of
There's stuff
boring.
living here.
Why did I do that?
You can live on your own terms.
I mean, I do kind of feel like it's going to be down near where we found the House of the Enlightened, right? I mean, that would make the most sense. Ooh. This is a back entrance. Oh. Whoops, I'm dumb. I must not have noticed this door when I was
Please
going
stay
through
as
here.
long as
Oh,
you
look at this. Anton Garaya affirmations. You are good enough. Imposter syndrome is real, but you got this. Put every visitor's needs above yours. Serve the community at all times. Every day is an opportunity to improve Aquila City. Oh, it's his daily affirmations. Sorry, bro. That was probably a little personal. I feel bad for taking that now. I do owe me some data logs. Actually, there is one. Oh, shit. I think my game just crashed. Yeah, so I've noticed that when you enter or exit a building in this game, it does an autosave. You can change that in the settings how that works. But I like it working that way. And it's usually not a problem. Like, it's usually a great time to get an autosave. But sometimes I'll do this thing where I'll exit a building and then immediately want to go to my inventory for something. And I've found that when you do that, I think that's caused the most crashes in this whole game for me is when it's trying to autosave and I click the start button. It'll crash. Yeah, we're gonna have to reload. I mean, it's gonna give me the autosave for me coming into that building. So we're not gonna have to replay much of the
Over there.
Miss Lance is the one you want to speak to.
Thank you again for all you've done for the retreat. Now, was there something I could help you with?
All right. So Risha is the one who gave me the
The
Peacemaker
UC
set,
can't be that bad, can it?
which I currently have on a mannequin in my outpost. Guys, freaking random NPCs again, like saying the lines I've heard 1,000 times when I'm trying to think here. She's the one who's sponsoring the Ilias retreat. That's all I really had to say. I may have had other thoughts, but they're gone from this random NPC telling me that thing I've heard about the UC about
Every gun
1,000
gets a
times.
full Laredo guarantee. I'm pleased you chose to visit us today.
Your weapons are made in the city?
Indeed. As a matter of fact, they're made in this very building. You're standing in the storefront of the Laredo Firearms Factory. I designed and manufactured every firearm for sale here. As such, I can offer you my personal assurance they're of the highest quality.
Nice. I mean, I believe you. I already know, my character already knows this, so it's weird to give me this dialogue option, but I guess I could have come in this shop and met her before, like, discovering she was the mysterious benefactor of the Ilia's retreat. I don't know why this is grayed out, as if I've been in here before. Maybe I have, and I just have no memory of that. But, I mean, you're the owner of the whole Laredo company? Why are you
when
working
a CEO
here?
distances herself from the customers, her decision-making suffers. Here I
That's a
get to
valid
see what
point.
matters, what sells, what doesn't, and why. It's invaluable. Plus, it's better than the endless meetings.
Yeah, that's fair. My favorite shotgun design in this game is made by Laredo.
Let's get you set up.
So I'd love to see what they have for sale here. Head Ranger. Oh yeah, they make the Lawgiver too. I really liked this as a sniper design for a while, but though the hard targets won my loyalty over time. Yeah, the Coachman. I do love this shotgun design. I'm using a Coachman. Ooh, the Prime? Oh, it's a pistol. Womp womp. Oh, they make the Bridger here too. I don't mind the Bridger, but you have to... It doesn't feel like it's a shotgun because you have to fire a lot of rounds to do significant damage with it. Alright. You're named
Doc,
NPC.
just do your business and move along. Then we'll be all friendly-like.
And you have
Aquila
nothing
is
to
one of
say.
the oldest cities in the settled systems.
And you're just a customer. Okay. I saw a locked door back there, but I mean, I don't feel like compelled to do crime and explore the firearms factory. It's one of those things where, okay, so this is the storefront. So they consider this storefront in Midtown. This makes me wonder, what in the heck? This is a small little shed, I guess. Trade Authority Gal Bank, which means this is the bar. I've again somehow missed where the Sanctum Universum is in town. I feel like I've walked the whole city by now, but I keep finding new things, so I guess we'll keep walking around.
Moving.
Recreation field? Whoa, where are we? Where's this? Ooh, this looks promising. Is this it? Have I found it? Is there a way into this building? This building feels really promising, but I don't know how to get into it. Oh, there's actually a recreation field over there. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to get too turned around here. Let's head down towards the quote-unquote recreation field, and maybe there'll be a way in there from this side. Oh, this place, they can sell refreshments if there's a game here. I can kick the soccer ball. Let's go. We're going to score a goal on this kid. Oh, no, no,
I
no.
feel sorry for Liv. She doesn't have any siblings.
Oh man, now that the soccer ball's off the field, it just does not want to go back. Brenda Langari. Well, your name, so let's try.
He kicked the ball over the wall. Over the wall! Oh.
Do you want me to go get it? You have a quest? Go get the soccer ball quest?
I'm gonna be a soccer star one day.
Oh, Aiden
Emily
and her
knows
brother.
the best games. I hope she comes over today.
Yeah, Emily's great. Are you the one that...
You might want to give the kids
mother,
space.
aren't
They can be rambunctious.
Do you have a quest for me to go retrieve the soccer
Aquila's
ball?
a good place to raise the family.
Okay. Well, I mean...
You can't catch me!
Caught you. Alright, well, fudge.
He'd be a lot better if he practiced like me, instead of just daydreaming.
This is a great mural. But I still don't know how to get in this building.
Never
I was
ever go outside the city walls after sundown.
Yeah. I was feeling like, okay, finally, I found the Sanctum Universum, but there's actually no way to get into this building at all. So, it was this that did it for me. I was like, aha. Maybe that's their, like, symbol. But no, I can't get in anywhere, so... Let's hope it's not, because... Right, Weston Filburn's house. The Starrett house.
Listen, no offense, but I'm swamped.
Oh, Tom Starrett. Have we
I
spoken
do
before?
jobs with the trade authority. There's always something.
Tom Starrett doesn't have much to say. Just leaning on the wall outside of his house like a weirdo. Alright, Tom. Well, enjoy whatever. Life.
Whoever tagged the water equipment has a career in art. I should have taken a picture.
He did a good job. You'd have no idea it was a mess yesterday.
Oh, they just cleaned up some graffiti. I wanted to see the graffiti. Oh, wow. Too late.
Carrots are coming in nice. Still have some potatoes to harvest.
Looks like it's gonna be a good year. Maybe you should expand. As long as you stay clear of wheat, I can pretty much sell anything you grow.
That's not how the co-op works. We take care of the members first. And
Oh, they have
sell
a
what
co-op.
we don't need for maintenance.
I'm just
Oh, that's
saying,
cool.
you can make this side business your full-time business. I could stake you if money's a concern.
The whole community tends the garden. This isn't the UC, sir.
That's right. We look out for each other here. In the Freestar Collective. Alright. A gate I can open to nothing. Yeah, this really boring sequence of events is why I've avoided doing this for so long. Ugh.
How are things going?
Well,
I've
there's
got no
the Stone Road
complaints.
You know me, I'm super low maintenance. It doesn't take much.
The bookstore, so I know we're still in what's technically considered Midtown.
Yeah, my dad used to be a Freestar Ranger. He lived at the Rock and everything.
Co-Heritage Museum. Oh my god. So this is their symbol. Alright. Ooh, it only took, what, 40 minutes of shenanigans to find this place? Alright, we'll look for NPCs as a secondary concern.
I received this assignment from Keeper Aquidus himself.
Yeah, he's a character. We're gonna go speak to him soon. Ooh, Jake and the Inu Part 2. And it says take. We read Jake and the Inu Part 1 a long, long time ago. Basically, like, the Inu are like statues that represent like spirits that he kept. He was like the keeper of the statues for a long time, and his farm flourished while the town. He had like a farm on the hillside that was flourishing, and he attributed that to the Inu, that he like would bring them offerings and take care of them or something. And then the townspeople were suffering like from a period of extreme drought, or like their crops were all failing or some such, and they noticed that his stuff was doing great, so they came up and asked him to spare some extra vegetables and stuff, and he was like selfish and was like, nah. So then the villagers all got together and they took the Inu, and that was like the end of book 1. Oh yeah, and it looks like this is picking up right where that left off. It says a tale of enlightenment, which I didn't notice before, and it's telling that we're finding it here. So maybe it's related to, like, maybe it's one of the scriptures of this quote unquote religion. Although they believe a lot in like science-based faith, so I don't know how much of a religion it really is. Jake cursed and pleaded with the thieves, but it was no use. Soon I'm glad I explained this, because this would make no sense if I hadn't just given an explanation of what we read in part 1. Soon every Inu was removed from the cave. Jake wept. What would become of the mountain? He continued visiting the cave each day. He cleaned the floors where the Inu had stood and recited his good deeds to the walls. Jake dreaded the spring. Without the gift of the Inu's stream, what would become of his fields? All right, a stream would like come out of the cave and water his fields. Then, I guess he's fine. Then in the spring, the stream flowed from the cave anyway. Jake was confused, but his family wasted no time. They cultivated their fields, and that summer they saw their most beautiful harvest in years. The following spring, the stream appeared again. Jake began to wonder, were more Inu hiding in the cave? He waded into the stream and traveled beyond the Inu's cavern, much further than he had before. But instead of more Inu, Jake found a large underground lake. He also found tunnels, bringing fresh water into the cave from the rainy side of the mountain. Later that day, Jake traveled down to the village in the valley. He found its people desperate and their lands parched. Jake visited the farms of the village. He found an Inu statue placed in each one, but he could see that the rocky dry land would never grow fruit. That evening, Jake returned to his wife and shared what he had seen. They spent all night looking down on the valley. In the morning, they called for their sons, and the family harvested their fields. They packed half of what they had grown into large wooden crates. In large wooden carts. The next day, Jake stood at the mouth of the Inu's cave. He turned and joined his family as they traveled down the mountain. Oh, so is he going to give that half of the food to the village? That'd be nice. Very notably in part 1, he is very selfish and hoards his food. But I think he's sort of coming around to the idea that his faith in the Inu was misplaced, and that it was just a natural causes that made his land fertile, while the land down below in the valley was infertile. It was on the pedestal up here, so I assume that is like a fable associated with this religious sect. A parable, more aptly. We'll talk to that named NPC shortly, but I mentioned the reason why I was looking for these places. Hello. Among the Grav Jumps, Volume 1. Come on, Volume 2. Yes! And we have Greater End Volumes 1 and 3. So, wait. Right, so Greater End Volume 2 is still missing, and that's actually what I'm looking for here. I guess I have Sanctum Universum 1 through 3. I mixed them up in my head. And got so excited when I saw number 2 here, but I already have number 2 of that series. Wow, bummer. It makes me really wonder what's in Volume 2. For this to be 2 churches in a row where that's like a missing volume. We may have to speak to Speaker Aquilus to get the scoop on Volume 2. But let's talk to this named NPC, Siwu
What
Guan.
first attracted me to the Universals is the beauty and symmetry with ecosystems, astrophysics, and science. Is it too wild to think it's more than just a chance?
We got Greater End Volume 1 and Sanctum Universum Volume 1 over here as well. And also Siwu Guan Investiture. In the name and authority of the Sanctum Universum, to whom it may concern, let it be known that Siwu Guan is in charge of all matters for the Universals in Aquila City Freestar Collective. Signed, Keeper Aquilus. Sorry, I hope you don't need that because I've taken it now. She didn't have any actual dialogue. That's all. I mean, I'm sure I can get some more out of her, but
we are still getting this place set up.
oh, okay. You're fine. Thank you for letting me look around. Oh man. Well, at least we got, you know, Jake and the Enu Part 2. So that's good. I'm being patient, letting my game autosave before immediately going to my menu. Alright, so I want to check Neon, but I'm not sure that there's any churches in Neon, and I wouldn't be surprised. There's something I noticed between episodes, between videos, and I can't believe this is something that didn't like register with me before, but when you're looking at the Starfield map here, they're very selective in which star systems get names permanently affixed to the map, right? I can go through all of these and tell you why that star system has its name permanently affixed to the map. So let's do that real quick. Ixal. This one's, I only remember it because it was one of the more recent things we did on the playthrough, but that's where the Ilios retreat is, on Ixal. Crix, of course, we have the main Crimson Fleet faction location, the key and the lock. Cheyenne, we have Aquila City, of course, the center of the Freestar Collective. Parima's actually got 2 significant locations. Paradiso and the Red Mile are in the Parima system on different planets. Voli, of course, is where Neon is, another major city in the game. Don't mind me not intentionally working my way around my point. Nerion is... Nerion. I'm going to need to remind myself about Nerion. I just barely figured this out like a second ago, but... The clinic's in Nerion, a significant location, as well as the Stroud Eklund Star Yard, but is there more? I guess that's it for Nerion. Nerion's a bit of an outlier, which leads me to believe that maybe this other thing is an outlier also. This other thing I'm going to eventually stop beating around the bush about. Then, of course, we have Alpha Centauri, which is where New Atlantis is, one of the main hubs of the game. And then we have the Sol System, which is where Cydonia is, another major city and another major location of the game. And, of course, it's the Sol System where Earth and Saturn and Mars and Venus and Mercury and all them other planets that we're all familiar with are to be found. But it hit me on the star map just yesterday evening. I don't know why Olympus. I don't think I've ever, like, I think I've been to the Olympus system, right? Yeah, I've been there. But I don't think I've ever really, like, clocked why this is an important system. And when I click into the map for this place, you know, it's sort of boring stuff. It's very interesting that the name of the system, or the star, is Olympus. And then the names of all the planets here are, like, characters from Greek mythology, like Hypnos, Thanatos. Ooh, there's Erebus. I think I have Erebus written down in my notes. Don't I? No, I have Erebos written down in my notes. Thalassa, Ananke, Aeon, Dionysus. Ooh. Here, let's see what's on the wine planet here. It's radioactive. Deserted Freestar Collective Garrison. Interesting. Mithras, Sybil, Orpheus. But yeah. Then there's Nassoi, and very significantly, the Almagest. I don't remember what the Almagest is. Have I been to the Almagest? Was it just so long ago that I don't remember? It looks like it's got the symbol on it. No. It's got the symbol on it of like a star station, right? That's definitely on the to-do list. I don't think I'm gonna try and like squeeze that in before doing the main story stuff. But I just wanted to make a note of it now, so you all can hold me to it. We're going to Almagest, whatever that is, to figure out why that's so significant at some point. So we've been to Aquila, we've been to New Atlantis. I guess Cydonia would be a good place to go. I think there is. I know I've at least run it. I've spoken with the priests in Cydonia, so that might be a quick stop. I'm curious if they have actual actual buildings in there that I can look through, because of course we're looking for that volume 2. That's the goal. And this might be a hunt for the white whale, so to speak. We might be tilting out windmills here. But, I want to at least try. Because I'd love to get the full context of what that story is prior to speaking to Speaker Quills. I want to be informed, you know? Now, I can't remember where exactly I ran into the priest before. I think it was in the residential district of the city. This city in general just is not, like, it seems really small to me in my head. I can only think of a few specific locations in the city that are significant. And I don't know if it's actually just a really small city, or if I've missed parts of it.
Used to think I was Vanguard material, until I discovered that space travel turns my
That's
stomach.
rough. Looks like there was maybe an accident here within the last hour.
I could use a break.
Right, that's the bar down there.
Well then, what can I do you for?
Alright, that's the way to residential, which I think I'm gonna walk through that.
Be careful down near the mines, and enter any active sites at your own risk. Enhance
What is
offers many
this?
services such as tummy tucks and rhinoplasty. I'd rather do that than reconstructive surgery from mining accidents.
Oh, is this
What a day,
enhanced?
huh?
It is enhanced, okay. Yeah, we don't need to... Well, I've occasionally gotten quests from talking to the NPC in enhanced, so since this guy's named, let's just talk to him real quick.
If you need a little, touch up, I'm happy to help.
Afani
I'd give anything for a
Adikwe.
transfer to another enhance office. Somewhere more white collar would be nice.
Well, I guess I already know the answer to this question, but what do you think of living and working on Mars?
I took this job because I thought it would be easier and low stress. I thought, who would be getting cosmetic surgery in a place like this? But I was wrong. I am constantly busy treating scars, fitting prosthetics, and helping people recover from the dangers of working here. I want to keep working for Enhance. But until my transfer is approved and a replacement is found, it looks as if I'll be stuck here.
You have a quest for me then? Whatever. Different strokes for different folks, I guess. Hey, reconstructive surgery. I'm stumbling. Hey, reconstructive surgery is important and can be even more fulfilling.
You're probably right. At the end of the day, I'm helping someone look their best. Maybe it's not as bad as I thought.
I helped him adjust his attitude. You get all... I'm not gonna ask that. Beating a dead horse at this point. Keep up the good work, though, guy. You're doing good stuff. Don't be down on yourself. Yeah, so right here,
Mars
there's
isn't
two
for
NPCs,
everybody.
one for either church.
Peace be with you.
I helped them settle a debate at one point, and this was another one of the points in the game where I sort of got led astray about Sanctum Universum into believing it was like this God-centered
Faith in God is what brought
religion
us to the
based on
stars.
Christianity. But it seems like Speaker Achilles, at the very least, is on another level and has a different approach. Let's talk to
Greetings,
Horace.
my child. Is there any assistance the Sanctum Universum can offer you?
Yeah, I'm looking for a book. No, I don't need anything.
Very
I just
well.
wanted to talk.
I would be happy to take the time to speak with another child of God. Perhaps you would
See,
like to hear
child of
more
God
about
shit.
our benevolent creator.
Benevolent creator shit? Yeah, like... See, I spoke to the wrong people. This sort of NPC gave me, like, I want nothing to do with the Sanctum Universum. So I've been just avoiding them the whole game. And even when Matthias was like, we should go talk to the head priest of the Sanctum Universum. They may help us figure out what's going on with the Starborn and stuff. I was like, no, they're not going to help us at all. I don't want to do that. And I've spent, like, the last, 20, 30 hours of gameplay avoiding the main story quest, specifically because it was taking me to the Sanctum Universum and making that a part of it, and I was like, nah, not for me.
I can wait. I have time.
I'm a firm believer in the Almighty who cares for us and guides us to the stars. Nope. I always have time to talk. Nope. I'm all set. Nope. People drive their own fate and morality, not some sort of a non-existent mystical creator.
While I must disagree, I won't try to change your mind. You are welcome to go alone in your spiritual journey and make your own discoveries. But
appreciate
if you ever
that.
find
At least
yourself
that's
lost
at least one
and
way
need
you
some
differ
guidance,
from
please know
Christianity.
that I am always available should you be interested in a different path.
Okay. What can you tell me about your
In
beliefs?
its simplest form, Sanctum Universum believes that God has given us the ability to manipulate the heavens so that He may lead us to Him. As such, we accept those from all the faiths of old, provided they seek faith in the Almighty Creator.
Yeah, see, all that just is like the opposite of the teachings of the leader of this religion. So I don't understand why, like, if he's in charge now, why does he allow these people still be clinging to the old ways like this? What do you do here?
I help run this community center along with my associate, Joy. People from all walks of life are always welcome to come here and share this space for whatever purpose they need. I am also
and
here
I
to assist
definitely
those seeking
respect that
faith
he's
in
running
God
this
under the Sanctum
community center
Universum,
with
as we
someone
like it
from
through
the House
spiritual
of
center
the
here on
Enlightened.
Mars.
You mentioned something about offering assistance to those in need.
We will always offer assistance to anyone who needs it, regardless if they choose to follow our faith. One
And I
is not
respect
conditional
that as
upon the
well,
other.
quite a bit.
We would never turn someone in need away, and we will happily serve those of any level of need.
That's good. That reminds me of old school Christianity before it went batshit crazy in this country, when they used to have food drives and feed the homeless and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't need anything at the moment, but good to know you're here.
We are happy to provide. Come back anytime.
Can you bring me back to your previous dialogue? Oh, perfect. If God brought us to the stars, why stop there and not lead us to Him directly?
Because to truly follow the teachings of our Lord and Creator, you must still have faith. Were He to simply lead us to Him directly, it would defeat the purpose. You see, our mortal journey is still an important part of the human experience. We must learn and grow in our lives. Only then can we prove we are worthy of joining Him in the hereafter.
You say so, boss. You mentioned something about offering assistance to those in need. I guess I already asked that, right?
I'm always
so I guess we're
available
done with
for your
him.
religious needs.
Horace and I may disagree on matters of faith, but we both try to do what we can to help those who feel lost with our community.
Right, so I guess it's possible that they don't have a
To
hub
Mars, they said.
here in Cydonia. They just
Great,
run
they
this
say.
community center.
So's the crippling depression.
Can you believe some people just throw stuff away when it gets old or busted?
No, Jane's someone I've
Offer
helped
a great
before.
opportunity for people who don't wish to deal with the trade authority.
So how are things going
Well,
now?
you got the ship back, and I think I'm just gonna lay low for a bit, just in case. Oh, to be honest, I'm a little spooked by the ordeal.
Camera's being a
I
little
don't have
weird.
to start over from scratch, and that's great. So, thank you again. As soon as we're ready, Eric will be back to making runs, and hopefully he'll have learned a thing or two. Maybe I'll even upgrade the berry mule with more defenses. Might not be a bad idea, you know, just in case.
I'm so distracted by the fact that it seems like my character's like leaning in over the bar for a kiss.
Good luck out
Bye-bye
there.
now. Oh, I guess I kind
Keep
of
a
was.
lookout. Notify us if you see anything suspicious.
Jane's big plan. Step 1, establish Jane's goods as an actual storefront. Ozzy said I can move into his space next to the community center as soon as he closes up to move. He's even giving me his last few months' rent. Score. Step 2, save up for a cargo ship. I made contact with another junk dealer who said he's always got some good leads. As soon as I make enough, I'm going to buy one and hire a pilot. It'll save me tons of money in the long run and allow me to expand my inventory. Step 3, buy a fleet of ships. Set up shops in other communities. There's always going to be a need for cheap secondhand goods and other stuff. Step 4, universal domination. Wahahaha! Just kidding. That's fun.
Hey, so it's a lot more dangerous out there than I thought it'd be.
Oh, Eric's her pilot that I rescued. Can I check in with you? Hold on, don't walk away. I'm not. Can we?
Watch out for the robots.
I aced all my training in flight school.
Surprisingly sneaky.
They just left out the
All
part
right, sounds
about
like
the
Eric doesn't have anything
pirates.
unique for me.
Other threats being so prevalent
It's just
out
this elevator. I'm almost done here.
Is not designed for
Bear with
pleasant
me.
conversation.
It's okay, buddy. Robot friend, I'm not trying to. Right, these are just the residences. I think I've sort of searched this area before. I know I met this kid before. His mom got $10,000 out of me.
I wish there were more kids like me around. Grown-ups are
Ooh,
always
a
so
computer? Renee's journal. Okay. There's something interesting here. Hold on. Today I asked Mom if we could go visit another planet sometime soon. But she said we could. Oh, right. This is the kid. The kid's journal. Let's read it, I guess. We've already sort of had a full interaction with him and his mom. But she said we couldn't because she and Dad have... Excuse me. I think his dad's dead, so this might be a sad read. I couldn't because she and Dad have to work. They always have to work, and it sucks. I really want to go somewhere else because Cydonia is so boring sometimes. I like playing with Tay, but there's nowhere to go. It's always here or his place. And there's nowhere to run around and play. They always say we can't run around the plaza because we could fall off the side, but we don't even go near the sides. Boo. Dad tried to make dinner earlier, but he tried using this new protein and it was not good. Mom was able to fix it, but only a little bit. It still wasn't very good, and I asked both Mom and Dad not to make it again. Title is gross. Tay's mom. This morning I went to go play with Tay, but he said he couldn't play because his mom was feeling really sad. Oh, I guess Tay's the kid I've talked to, not whoever this is. So I wanted to spend time with her. I wish I could do something to help her. I tried making her a funny drawing, and she said she liked it, and it made her smile. But then she was still sad the next day. I don't know what to do, because not only do I want to play with Tay, it makes me sad when someone else is sad. Aw, you're a good kid then. Space Frog. So I thought of another idea for Space Frog. One day, the people of a small town on a new planet start getting sick, and no one knows why. But then Space Frog comes down to visit and notices all the sick people. He asks them what's going on, and they tell him that they're all getting sick for some reason. So Space Frog goes to investigate. He finds out that someone has poisoned the well. I'm still not sure who yet. I might need to make up a bad guy. Space Frog doesn't really have any enemies because he doesn't really fight anyone. But maybe this time he could have one. And he can solve it by talking to them. Oh, he's an aspiring writer. Pictures. People are feeling mopey again. I think it's time to put up more pictures to make people happy, but Mom says I can't go out unless she and Dad are home. But they're always working, and when they're not, it's always time for something else, like dinner or homework or whatever. I came up with a new drawing of Space Frog that I think people will really like too. I don't know what to do. Are there any pictures of Space Frog in this apartment here? I'd love to see one.
A reminder that particle detonations can occur beyond...
Oh, here's Renee. Are you not the kid I talked to before?
I'm Renee, and I'm so bored. My mom and dad said not to talk to people I don't know, so I thought maybe I could talk to you, and then I know you, and I won't be so bored.
I can't argue with that logic, kid. It's probably best to respect your parents' wishes then, don't you think? I'm really not someone you want to talk to, kid. I don't know if that loophole works the way you think it works. No, can't argue with that logic. Sure, we can talk. I'm here to stop.
See? Now we're friends! And my parents can't say I'm not allowed to talk to you. Anyway, what do you want to talk about?
Do you like
It's
living
okay,
in Cydonia?
I guess. It's better than living outside, because Mars can't support life outside and I'd die. But maybe it would be nice to live on another planet
bastion
someday.
of logic, kid.
I think I used to when I was a real little kid. And sometimes my mom and dad would take me to visit my grandma and grandpa in New Atlantis.
Are there lots of other kids your age to play with around here? She's gonna be like, no, only Ty. Actually, I'm gonna just say they're gonna be like, no, only Ty. I'm actually not sure the gender of this child.
Not really. I mean, there's Taye. He's a good friend.
Taye, excuse me.
He's also one of my only friends. There aren't
that's
many
too
kids
bad,
on
kid.
Mars, because my mom says that this is really only a place where people come to work hard jobs for a little while. But I wish there were more kids, because it gets boring, like when Taye is busy and my mom and dad are off working.
There can't be much for kids to do around here.
I like to play with Taye sometimes. We come up with lots of games to play. Sometimes we listen to music or watch shows. But when he's not around, I like to draw. Sometimes I draw things and give them to people since they're so mopey all the time. It makes them smile. Actually,
Yeah, you're a good kid.
Want to help me? I just drew these great
Yes.
pictures of Space Frog, but I
Space
can't go
Frog,
out
yes.
right now. Can you help put them up for me?
I would love to. You have a quest? I can't believe I found a quest. Does that actually, what's a space frog? No, yeah, what's a space frog?
Space Frog from outer space. And he's a little frog character that I made up. I've never seen a real frog before, but I've seen pictures. Anyway, he lives in
I love
space
it.
and goes around to different planets helping people who are sad or need help. He's great.
I love it, kid. Let's do it. Does that
My
actually
mom
help
says it
people?
does. She says her work friends like my drawings because they make them smile. She says it's
Oh.
because there aren't many kids here, and lots of people miss having kids around. Or it reminds them of their families.
Sure, I'd love to. Just tell me
You
where to put them.
will? Thank you, thank you, thank you! People are gonna be so happy. Here's
No,
a
no
bunch of
problem,
copies of
kid.
the Space Frog drawing I made. You can post them in places where you think people will see them. Thank you so much!
Oh, this is so fun. Stack of space frog drawings added.
I've got a lot
Yeah,
of
set that
free
mission
time.
active immediately. Yes! I'm so happy I get to see. I only get to see the top one. But there's Space Frog. Space Frog is a little chubby. But I love his face. The tongue sticking out. Alright, we're putting up some Space Frog
I've probably
drawings
seen more
right
movies
now.
than anyone else I know.
Macedonia Department of Public Works.
Mitch
Wish
Benjamin,
that
hello?
stupid detonation alarm wouldn't wake me up when I'm trying to take a nap. But they gotta make it loud enough for the miners to hear.
Oh, right. He's the guy I got him Dragon Force Volume 1. I was wondering if this quest would continue. There was nothing that prompted me to come back here. But it looks like I can maybe... I mean, I guess I've missed a bunch of dialogue with this guy. What the heck? What's there to do around here for fun?
Ooh, yeah. I'm probably not the best person to ask about this. I mostly stay inside, watch movies, read books, and hang out with my friends. But there's a couple of bars around here. One's for the mine workers and one for everyone. Some people like hiking around Mars. It's a cool planet for that, I hear. People just kind of make their own fun here. New Atlantis, this ain't.
Fair. You don't look much like a miner or a marine, so what are you doing
What's that
living
supposed
here?
to mean? But just because I look like I couldn't bench press a stick of raw spaghetti, I don't fit in here? Nah.
Yeah, that was kind of a rude
Just
question.
kidding. I got some
Up to
issues that prevent me from working, and modern medicine could only help so much. I was offered
Right,
an
but-
experimental
oh.
treatment, and unfortunately, instead of getting cool superpowers, I got more medical conditions. But it's okay. They offered me this condo and set me up with enough money to get by without working. I live pretty well, all things considered.
I guess that's kind of the dream. You don't get bored without a job to do?
Bored? Are you kidding me? I got more entertainment at my fingertips than I'll ever finish, even if it takes forever to get to Sidonia. I don't think I'll ever be bored. And I'm certainly not going to waste my life working if I don't have to.
Hey man, that's fair.
I
You gonna
try
be
not
okay?
to let it get me down. Right now, I'm just focused on living the best life possible. I may have been dealt
All right,
a
man,
shitty
living your
hand of
best life.
cards,
I
but
appreciate that.
I decided to say, screw that! I'm going to play however I want instead. Though some things would be easier if I wasn't bound to my home.
Why don't you leave Sidonia?
I don't have the kind of money to pick up and leave. And otherwise, I kind of like it in Sidonia. My friends live here. Yeah, I get some credits every month, but I'm no millionaire. Besides, I share my money. I blow it all on games, movies, comics, books, and other stuff for me and my friends. I feel like it's better to spend it now. Create good memories for us.
I appreciate that. So, well, I wish you the best, and I hope I can get back to your other dialogue
Yeah,
tree.
thanks. You too. Nice to have visitors.
Oh, good. You seem really into entertainment, so what do you
Have
recommend?
you seen the new Norvici movie? I mean, I didn't like it as much as his last film, but it was all right.
Sorry, I think I coughed into the mic there before I could hit that mute button. I can help you out with those books again if you'd like. This is what I
Track
was
down
really hoping
another
to get
volume of Dragon Star Force. I'd definitely appreciate it if you could help me out again.
I can't believe this is a chain quest, and I had no idea. Sure, I could do that for you.
Thanks. You're really doing me a huge favor.
I was really hoping this mission would continue because the first Dragon Star Force book, it smelled like it might be related to the main story of the game, like it was an allegory for
I
the
just
Starboard
know
and stuff
people are
like
going
that.
to love those new drawings of Space Frog.
Yeah, but first things first, we need to help this kid out with putting his drawings up. Here, we put one up here in the community center. Bam! Oh, we are going to get to see them all. Look at this one. Space Frog on an asteroid. I love it. Alright, where else we going? Alright, that's taking me back up to the central hub, so let's put a pin in that for now.
How's it?
Bam! Alright, to the central hub we go in that case. Once we get rid of some of these quest markers, it'll be easier to find where we need to go. Ironically.
I heard they found another new freshwater deposit in one of the mines.
Bam!
The
Where else
miners
saw
pretty much
the,
run the lower levels here.
Whoops, guess I can't actually do that. UC Office of the Governor General.
President Abe. The remarkable success of the Vanguard, the president said, is standing right before us.
Wait, what happened? I thought there was one down here. Guess not.
How's the saying go? Show no mercy. Leave
Good
no
spot
quarter?
for space. Good spot for Space Frog. Post drawing. Two remaining.
So we'd struck oil, but it turns out it was just another.
Alright, apparently in a bar bathroom is a good spot for Space Frog. I do feel like they could have come up with 6 different assets for this quest instead of just adding different colors to the same drawing again.
Deimos Star Yards may be the first.
Little lazy there, devs. I know you
But
made
that doesn't mean we
probably
haven't
a
kept our
record-setting number of
desires.
assets for this game. So I
Red
should
and
point it, but
everything.
not sure where that last one's supposed to be. Yeah, I thought I had seen one down here, but then it like the marker disappeared on me. I couldn't. Oh. Okay. Apparently I'm going to P2. Whatever that is. Oh, we're down in the mining pits. Okay. Bam! Oh, I love this one. Look at this. Lots going on here. Alright, let's go tell Renee that we put up his posters.
If you're gonna use the elevators or stairs to reach the other levels, try to keep them clean. I hate filing litter reports.
Quest marker sort of jumping around.
If you know anyone who needs food or shelter.
I took a wrong turn somewhere here.
Working the deep mines? That's where you make it.
Just how cool is it going to be to see Space Frog everywhere? Well, not everywhere, but all over Sidonia at least.
Hi Renee, I finished posting the drawings all around Sidonia
Hi.
for you.
Thanks for doing that for me. I wish I could do it myself,
Hi.
but having a friendly adult help me is almost as good.
I know you're a kid, but normally people get paid for doing work. Anything to help bring a smile
I
to people's
know,
faces.
right? Last time I did this, lots of people came over to tell me how much they loved it. I
No, I
only
hope
hope
that
this
happens
drawing
again,
stayed
kid.
longer this time. Anyways, it's not much, but I got a little something.
Oh my
for
god,
you,
is
so
he
thank you.
actually going to pay me? That's so awkward. He gave me 12 credits. You can now build Space Frog posters at your outposts? What? Oh my god. I've been missing out
Thanks
the
again for
whole
putting up
game
those
on
pictures of
Space
Space Frog from outer
posters.
space.
See,
People
this is
seem
why
to
we
really
need
like
to
them.
we need to be more thorough when we explore places because holy crap. We're back on the media sponge thing. We're gonna immediately go do this. Apparently Hopetown is the place that I need to go for Dragon Force Volume 2. Dragon Star Force, excuse me. Let's get right on that for this guy. So I think what I'm going to do is try to force the issue. Oh man. Got the wrong quest selected. Here we go.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Well, it's actually inside the factory, so I just described this happening. Oh no, it's at the pit stop. Never mind.
Can't believe Ron Hope's dead.
False alarm. Pretend I said nothing. Thought I was going to have to go into the factory and get shot at again. Oh my god, it's the trade authority
As
guy that has
vital
it?
as there was a time when
Hey, Fab.
every
Let's
literal
Dragon Star Force Volume 2. Oh yeah. The hunt for Dragon Star continues. Zephyrex and his heroic companions, Protonius, the android, Legloriel, the princess of Zlax, and Jarman, the changeling, may have escaped from the clutches of Sarkon and destroyed his asteroid fortress, but the galaxy is still in peril. With Sarkon now in pursuit of the Dragonstar himself, it's a race for who will control the fate of the universe. See, my theory is that the Dragonstar is like the alien artifact collection, or we actually have a name for that now, don't we? The apiary? No, that's not it. The axillary? I'll have to look at it next time I'm on my ship. Axillary sounds closest to right, but I'm not 100% sure that's right. Just banging these out as quickly as possible. I don't want to waste too much time on this, but I do want to try and force the issue with this quest. Every time I complete this quest, he gives me a copy of the book, like, because I'm like collecting first editions for him or something. don't recall the exact specifics, but he's going to give me like an old copy he has laying around in exchange for the new copy. But I'm going to try and force the issue by waiting for 48 hours to see if that updates the chain quest and he dispatches me for volume 3. Maybe it's just a two-parter, who knows, but...
Keep a lookout. Notify us if you see anything suspicious.
No, at least they've made it an hour now. Yeah, the first time I got this quest because I was walking through town and one of the guards was like, such and such, Mitch needs help or something, and it gave me one of those like, talk to Mitch activities. So I assumed that similarly it would passively give me next steps in this quest, but it hasn't, and I kind of forgot, if I'm being honest. We've done a lot of quests in this game at this point. And I do keep an amazing amount of information about the game in my head. But, oh yeah. I'm sorry you're sleeping, but I don't have time to wait till the morning.
Hey, you're back! Oh, I hope you got the book I asked for. Can I have it?
Yeah, you got it, man. I got you. Now, hold on a second. This one was hard to get. I want a little... No.
Wow!
Yeah, I've got it right here.
I can't believe you actually went and got it for me. I really appreciate you helping me out. Here's something for your trouble.
Yeah, it's weird. He gives me credits and then he gives me the book.
Got some news for you.
But I think it's what I said about, like, I'm getting him first editions. And so is this isn't any different. Yeah, we just read that, so.
My partner and I.
All right, so I'm going to wait for 48 hours.
I heard you put up Renee's drawings. Pretty cool.
Oh,
I heard about what you did for my mom and me. Thanks.
Yeah, I gave your mom some credits to help you build that a bit.
My mom told me. That's pretty cool of you. She said it was one of the nicest things anyone's ever done for us. I didn't know people
You're
just
welcome.
did
That was
that
quite a
sort
bit
of
of
thing.
money, so.
When I grow up,
I think it was like 20,000.
I'm gonna try and
credits. It
find
was a
someone else
lot.
who needs help like that, and give them money, like you did. I guess some adults are cooler than I thought.
Aw. Yeah, that's right, kid. Pay it forward. You're a good kid. Such good kids around here. Taye, can I borrow your bed? Can't borrow your bed. Okay, never mind. I'll leave. Actually, can I borrow your bench? Can I just... Is it cool if I just chill here for like 2 days? Like, that's not a problem, is it, Taye? So yeah, I'm going to finish this up. I'm just going to see if this Dragon Star quest advances from me waiting 48 hours. If it doesn't, we'll move on. I think the last stop on my list is Neon. I'm really not sure if there is one. Maybe I'll use this time to Google it so I can save us time in the future. Is there a Sanctum Universum in Neon? Uh-oh. Wow. We've had a rough go of it today with this. So my game crashed after I did that wait. I think we're going to be okay for the most part. Worst case scenario, it gives me the autosave prior to me like entering a residential district on my way back here. So I think that'll be fine for like, we'll just have to go give the guy the book again and we'll be back to where we left off. Let's go see if we can get this quest line to progress. You're still asleep,
Want to help me out again?
I do.
Oh, track down another volume of Dragon Star Force. I'd definitely appreciate it if you could help me out again.
Sure, I could do that for you.
Thanks. You're really doing me a huge favor.
Yeah, you got it, man. I wonder if he wonders why I keep coming here to buy these. And nothing else from him. A tale of woe and revenge. After torturing Zephyrex's Laserbrand's brother, what a name, and ruthlessly killing him by sending him into a black hole. That's ruthless. Sarklon is led directly to our hero's hideout. Now, held captive beneath the surface of the water planet, Hargleys 5, things look grim for the Dragon Star Force. Will they escape with the help of their new friend, Montalvan? Or will he turn against them in their time of need? I wish we could actually read these. I'm beginning less and less to suspect it has anything to do with anything. It's just a funny, like, in-world space opera type book series. But I'm still happy to help our boy Mitch out. I appreciate a good book myself, so I understand his desire. Especially if it's something campy like that. Although I would struggle reading the names in that book. Although I guess it's not so bad if you're just reading it to yourself and not trying to read it aloud.
As vital, there was a time. I'll take any car.
Just every 2 days I come visit this guy and buy nothing off of him but a Dragon Star Force book. He's probably so weirded out. Alright, let's see what we got. Volume 4. The epic saga continues. The mysterious Montalvan disappears. But not before divulging the location of the fabled Dragon Star. But when Zephyrex journeys alone to extract it from its hiding place, he finds it's missing. To make matters worse, he accidentally unleashes the dreaded space dragon, Fraxitar, from her crystal prison. Our heroes must reunite to take down this new threat before all is lost.
Space frog from outer space. He'll put a smile on your face. Visits all the planets and all the stars. Right now, he's on Mars.
Oh, I missed Renee's song. That was great, though, Renee.
You look like you need a hug. I like hugs, but not from strangers.
How do you think people like the pictures of Space Frog we put up?
I really like them. I mean, come on, you've seen Space Frog. He's so cute. Maybe
Space
this
Frog
time,
from outer space.
people will like my drawings so
Something
much
in people's
that
face.
no one will take them down. Maybe they'll be up forever and ever and ever.
Usually lives among the
Oh my
stars,
gosh!
but now he's
what
on
if they're there
Mars.
forever
Something
and
like that.
people like him so much they make him a real Space Frog cartoon, or like toys for kids to play with, or both.
I
later,
love
alligator.
your dreams, Renee. Don't ever stop dreaming. All right, Volume 5. How exciting. The dragons have returned! Fraxitar may be defeated, but Zephyrex discovers a clutch of hatched eggs. And surely enough, reports of dragons attacking starships have been running rampant. But is Zephyrex to blame for the release of the dragons, or has he been set up? As Lagloriel and Jarman race to get to the bottom of the mystery and clear the good name of Jeffrex Laserbrand, Sarklon redoubles his efforts in search for the Dragon Star. Oh god, that does not feel like the end. Can't you just get in the whole series at once instead of making me come back here all the time? Goodness, guy. Alright, Volume 6. That has got to be the end. Please say something like, this is the exciting conclusion of the... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh. It is a girl. A little girl named Renee asked me to place pictures of her character, Space Frog, all around Cydonia in hopes that people will see it and cheer up. I helped her out, and she seemed happy about it. Yay. The situation with Helena, Bonifak, and Maldonado has been resolved at long last. Why do I literally have zero memory of what this means? That's so awkward. Never mind. We're just not gonna dwell on me not even remembering apparently the last quest I did. I feel like the last thing I did was what was it? Oh right, getting the impounded like shipment of a rare ingredient for that liquor drink for the bartender in New Atlantis, right? I don't think that's the thing they're talking about. I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Found a clutch of heat leeches.
Please no volume 7 game. I'm ready to be done with this. I really am. Feeling it. Wait, did I even read volume 6 yet? I did, right? My mind is just a blank, like all kinds of blank right now. Yes! Oh, that first sentence is amazing. The thrilling conclusion to the Dragonstar Force saga. Jeff Rex Laserbrand's truly trusty android companion, Protonius, discovers the hidden location of the Dragonstar in the heart of a gigantic gaseous planet protected by a swarm of gas giant dragons. In order to retrieve it, they'll need the help of a reluctant dwarven ship named Klosslinger. Will our heroes reach the Dragonstar in time to stop Sarklon? Those names make that rough to read. We're done. We're done with the quest. We just gotta hand this in to Mitch, and all will be well in the universe. The universum will become my sanctum. Dad jokes for the win? Question mark. Alright, buddy, wake up. I got your final volume for you. Exciting conclusion. I'm expecting some different dialogue,
you're back!
so I'm gonna listen.
Oh, I hope you got the book I asked for.
I mean, that's not new, but
Wow!
yeah, I got it right here.
I can't believe you actually went and got it for me. I really appreciate you helping me out. Here's something for your trouble.
Really nothing about having the full collection now? Okay. Whatever, man. Yeah, thanks for all the credits I got. Yes, I got like 3,600 per quest, so I just did like... I mean, there were 6 volumes in total. So if we look at the entire quest chain, that's like... What, 20,000 some odd credits? Pretty good. For a bunch of ghosty missions. Alright. Enough shenanigans. Let's go talk, let's go speak to the members of Constellation to see how they feel. About the things I did with UC Systef and the Crimson Fleet. I think I saw during the UC Systef portion, it flashed on my screen briefly like Sarah liked that or something to that effect. Or no, that's not what happened. It said go talk to Sarah like immediately after I finished the quest. And then a little bit later on, Barrett and Andrea popped up as well. Sarah's in the lodge, so that's why I went there first. Barrett and Andrea, of course, are on board my ship. We'll go speak to them afterwards.
Hey, I've been talking with the others, and I'd like to get everyone together to say goodbye. You know.
Oh.
To Sam.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be there.
Thank you.
I promise.
It wouldn't be the same without you there. I'll have everything set up in a few days.
Okay. Wait for the service in 5 Universal days. Okay. Wow. That caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting that at all. Oh, it's even considered a main story quest. Noelle's putting a memorial service together. I should keep an eye on when it's going to happen if I want to attend. Oh, so maybe it's something you can miss the funeral. Well, no, we'll be there for sure. It's just hitting me like a ton of bricks that I didn't go into the co-residence to see if Cora was there. Because I've been wondering about what happened to her.
You forget how much you take a place like the Lodge for granted. Until it's threatened.
Thank you for helping me out with the artifacts.
Sure. Ooh. That was a somber kick in the nuts. Me getting that quest caused the game to force me away from the one I was tracking. Don't like that they do that. I was so confused, like, where'd the quest marker go? Where's Sarah? I thought she was here at the lodge, blah, blah, blah.
To think the lodge turned into a battlefield.
Yeah, maybe they all want to talk to me about Sam's upcoming funeral. I didn't even think about that as a possibility.
Look, I wanted to take this opportunity to thank you. The fact that you risked your life to save me, I don't know what to say.
Oh, so it really... Man, if they all have been wanting to talk to me since the Starborn attack, that was so long ago, episode-wise. I feel bad for neglecting making the rounds until now. You would have done the same for me.
Of course, but that's beside the point. My only wish is that my rescue hadn't come at the expense of Sam's life. He was one of my closest colleagues.
I think we all wish that, Sarah.
And a cherished friend. Oh, poor Cora. I'm sure the poor thing is devastated. She's lost a wonderful father.
Yeah, where is Cora? This was completely out of your control.
I really wish I could believe that. Our charter at Constellation has always been to analyze the unknown, but rarely at the expense of our members' lives. Yet all the while, I've been cavalier about taking risks and pushing the boundaries, not appreciating the true cost of my actions. Had I not pushed so hard to pursue the Starborn, perhaps none of this would have happened at all, and Sam would still be alive.
Poor Sarah, she is racked with guilt. Rarely at the expense of our members' lives?
I can't sugarcoat our mission statement. Space travel and planetary exploration is inherently risky. Even Constellation's founder, Sebastian Banks, went missing on an expedition. But this particular danger with the Starborn is off the scale. We truly don't know what we're dealing with.
We can't just ignore what the Starborn are doing.
Oh, I wish I could believe that. Damn it! Why is this happening to us? We're explorers. Our curiosity pushes us to seek answers to life's mysteries. It's one of the core traits of humankind. Yet in return, this is what the universe throws at us.
Speaker Quills would agree with you on that, actually.
From God knows where who are trying to murder us. Why? What have we done?
Maybe God does know where if Matthias is right about things. But bad luck is an awful thing to say. These are awful dialogue choices. What the heck, game? Like, this will make her feel guilty. This I just disagree with, as I same way about this. Simply bad luck, Sarah? What the fudge? We've proven that there are some mysteries meant to be left unsolved. No, I hate all of this so much. I'm going to say it's simply bad luck, Sarah, but I do not like that dialogue choice.
I refuse to allow Sam's death to be attributed to bad luck.
Me too. That's a terrible dialogue choice, Sarah.
It isn't fair. The question is,
no, it's definitely
where do
not
we
fair.
go from here? Do we stop exploring?
Forward.
Stop
No.
pushing the boundaries? Take a more
No.
aggressive posture towards the universe?
No, none of that.
I don't know
we
where
don't
to
need
begin.
to change. Yeah, we keep doing exactly what we're doing because we never did anything wrong in the first place.
I suppose you're right.
Do you like that?
I just hope we don't make the same fatal mistake twice. Well,
Yeah,
I
you and me
suppose that's
both.
all I had on my mind for now. It was a relief to get all of that out in the open.
Really? So it had
I'm
nothing to do
sorry
with the Crimson
I
Fleet
got so
faction quest?
angry. But I assure you, it's nothing personal. You're the only one I feel comfortable talking with about these things.
Yeah. Anytime you want to
Good.
talk, I'm here.
Because I expect this won't be the last time I intend to cry on your shoulder or scream in your face. Well, we have a long road ahead of us. I suppose it's high time we get back to work.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, I'm sorry,
When you have a few moments,
viewer, that I
there's
spent so
something
much
I'd like to
time not
discuss.
talking to people about what happened. Are you fucking serious with me right now, Sarah? Oh my god.
I need to inventory
Look, the quest
all our
objective's still on her,
equipment and
too.
other odds and ends for damages.
Okay, so here's my theory. My theory is that she still had leftover dialogue from the attack that we just experienced, but that she does actually want to talk to me about what happened with the Crimson Fleet. So we're going to do that now.
Thanks for giving me a moment of your time. I promise this won't take long. I thought you deserved to know how proud I am that you chose to side with the United Colonies and put an end to the Crimson Fleet.
Oh, so
You've
she did
almost
want to. Okay.
single-handedly
Okay.
saved the settled systems from one of its most dangerous enemies. I can't possibly commend you highly enough.
Okay, so I definitely did neglect some dialogue that I should have gotten a while back, but it does sound like I was correct that these sudden pop-ups of talk to these people have to do with my resolution of the Crimson Fleet faction quest. So I thought you didn't care about the United
Did
Colonies
I
anymore.
mislead you into believing that somewhere along the way? Though I ended my service with the United Colonies years ago, I continue to remain vigilant as to what's going on within its borders. Anything that has a positive effect on the UC sends an equally positive effect through Constellation.
Yeah, I know that's what you think. I'm not a big fan of them or their tactics. Honestly, it was the lesser of two evils for me. That's high praise coming from you, Sarah.
Well, I'm not sure I deserve that, but I appreciate it all the same. What I want to know is what motivated
weird way
you
to
into
respond to
making the right decision. You had Crix's legacy in hand, and you could have easily taken it to the key. Instead, you flew it to the Vigilance.
Yeah, that was the mission. I'm so sure I don't have a good dialogue choice here. I mean, at the end of the day, it was because I wanted that money to find its way back to the Freestar Collective. But, of course, that's not a choice here. I couldn't allow the Crimson Fleet to become stronger. I didn't want to betray Commander Ikonde. I have to be honest, it was a close call. I didn't want to let you do none of these. I don't like any of these. This is probably closest to the truth. I couldn't allow the Crimson Fleet to become stronger.
That would have been unfortunate. The Crimson Fleet would have had enough wealth to fund their operation for decades.
Yeah, they're
So,
greedy.
no regrets
band
betraying
of
Delgado,
murderers,
then.
so.
I imagine you and he formed quite a partnership right up until the end.
I'm glad Delgado's in prison where he belongs. Yeah, that's another loose end that I really need to tie up. I need to go back to the UC Vigilance. I need to speak to Delgado, who's in there now. Shinya Voss is in there now. I'm realizing at the last minute here that I've got a lot of people I need to talk to before I push the story of the game too much further. Delgado was a decent person, but unfortunately he surrounded himself with the wrong
No, I'm
people.
sorry. I refuse to excuse Delgado for his loathsome behavior
She
by
didn't like
placing
that.
all of the blame on his fellow pirates. I'm also a bit disturbed that you would leap to his defense so quickly.
If you had spent time with I mean, he was kind of a dick all the time. But I don't know. Maybe I regret that choice. If you had spent time with Delgado, I think you'd
didn't
understand.
need to get to know him. His actions tell me that he was a horrible person, and we should be thankful he's out of the picture. I suppose my final concern is how long this newfound peace will last.
Mm. Short while, at least.
Perhaps. My only concern are the reports that Navamora was never captured or killed. My hope is that she was smart and went into permanent exile. I suppose only time will tell. Ah. Well, it appears I've soured the mood of our lovely conversation. I trust my mindless prattle hasn't been too much of a bother. Thanks for taking the time to listen.
I mean, I warmed to Delgado. He wanted to unite them. He wanted to have them be organized. He had this sense of family with the Crimson Fleet. Like, his methods weren't always the best.
If you need time away
but I
from
feel like
here,
his motives weren't
I
always the
understand.
worst, you know?
We all have to recover in our own way.
Right. So let's actually try dialogue with Noel.
No more. Thank you for helping me out with the artifacts.
Any thoughts on
You
the
mean what could be
Starborn?
the biggest discovery in the history of humanity? Yeah, I've got some thoughts.
I'd love
Scans
to
are
hear
still
them.
inconclusive, but I think we've seen enough to know that we're dealing with something potentially even more unusual than the artifacts. There
Oh,
are
really?
so many questions beyond just who are they? How did they find you? How do they know about the artifacts? Why has no one ever seen them before?
Yeah, those are the questions. Don't worry,
They
we'll get
did
answers.
openly threaten you, as I understand it. I'd say that's something to worry about. It was one thing when this
Yeah,
was
I'm
just
not
about
worried.
us investigating the artifacts. A weird phenomenon that didn't come with creepy threats or questions about aliens or whatever it is that's going on now. I know we'll figure it all out in the end. It's just kind of a lot right now.
Yeah, you went through some ish, Noel. I understand if you're a bit shaken. Alright, let's find Walter.
I will be monitoring everyone's vitals.
We
Wasn't
can
sure if
pay to
maybe
fix the
Vasco had
damages, but, well, some things are irreplaceable. Sorry. I've been lost in thought for a bit.
Yeah, Walter's taking this hard. Sorry, man. Alright, well that
Constellation has
concludes
suffered losses before, although none quite so violently.
Well, that was a lot more than I was expecting to find at the lodge. I'm going to go ahead and just fast travel to my ship, where Andrea and Barrett will be found. And now I do believe, once again I do believe, that they want to talk to me about the Crimson Fleet stuff. I think Barrett and Andrea both will be a little more accepting of me speaking kindly of Delgado. I love this big bridge. It's so fun. This big ship does mean I need to do a little looking around to find my companions, though. Down here's all the crew stations, so...
Did you need something?
Well, I think you need something.
I wanted to
talk
thank
me
you
about things.
for giving me the chance to work with you. I know we met under, unusual circumstances. You seem to be acclimating well to Constellation. Are you enjoying working with them?
So did this really have nothing to do with the Crimson Fleet stuff? Okay. It's certainly not like anything I've done before.
I think none of us were expecting what we have found. Well, perhaps Matteo. You have certainly become a vital part of the organization. That is a credit to your abilities. If I may,
thank you, Andrea.
from
You're
what
so
you
sweet.
have seen, do you think I fit in well with the rest of Constellation?
I think you set yourself apart on your own, and you're certainly very unique. Yeah, let's deflect that question. If you're asking, I assume you feel like you don't.
No, I do not. But I find it hard to quantify. Many of the other members are polite, but distant. I worry that my background and my actions concern them.
Yeah,
I have
about
not
your
shared
background.
much,
Could we elaborate
but
on that?
Everyone knows I worked with smugglers for years. I am no stranger to violence and death.
Right, that's like the only thing I know about your background. Sounds like fun! You don't seem to be bothered
Why
by
should
your
I
past.
be? It was necessary for survival. I would not be here otherwise. For those
Yeah,
that
fair.
have not lived it, it can be difficult to imagine or accept.
Yeah, she's
Others
gonna
here
1000%
have seen
understand
conflict,
the Crimson Fleet
but
stuff.
for more noble causes. Vladimir is the only one here who can begin to understand. He was the one who pressed the group to include.
Right, he's former Crimson Fleet. I really should talk to
lack
him.
his charm. He puts others at ease. I fear my presence does the opposite.
Well, I feel at ease around you. Oh, finally! God damn it, game. Excuse my language, but I have been waiting for a fort option for Andrea for so long. I've gotten fort options for every other single member of Constellation other than Vasco and Matteo and Noel. But everyone that can become a member of my crew, I've gotten fort options way earlier in the game. Oh. Have you tried telling more jokes? Game, you better not take away the fort option if I ask this question.
Jokes do not come naturally to me, not the way they do to others. If I try, it only makes things awkward.
Trust me, you have a lot going for you. Excuse me. Trust me, you have a lot going for you.
That is kind of you. You also have a lot going. I find expressing affection difficult, but truly. Thank you.
Oh, she's so awkward.
I know this
It's cute.
seems trivial, perhaps childish. I have just always relied only on myself. I have never been surrounded by people like this, by a group I wish to be a part of. Does that make sense?
It does. I've always been a loner myself. It should say introvert in brackets in front of that. I don't think what you're saying is childish. People love me, so being included has never really been a problem. You should really stop worrying. Whoa, rude. Yeah, let's relate to her. I've always been a loner myself.
And yet here we are, working together. And that has, I think, gone very well. Discussing these things is challenging for me. I hope now you can better understand why I wanted to keep the circumstances of our meeting quiet.
Yeah, those Varun zealots.
I wanted to
Can we
thank you
talk
for
about
not
that
saying
more?
anything to Vladimir. You were
Right,
unsure
well, I didn't really
about
get a
it,
dialogue choice.
and I
so.
can understand that. I am glad that you decided against it. It would only give me more to worry about.
Because he would have uncovered your secret past? It was clearly important to you that I not say anything.
Indeed it was. And now I hope you can see why. Thank you for talking this over with me. It is good to know that at least one member of Constellation understands me.
Yeah, sure thing, Andrea. I hope we get more Flirt options in the
If
future.
you are free soon, could we talk?
Oh,
In the end,
yeah.
you chose the UC
Free
over
right
the
now.
Crimson Fleet. Do you
Well, they all
believe
had
that
double
was the right
dialogues for
choice?
me. Yeah, I feel like she's not gonna like that as much. She's not gonna like this. Oh man, what do I say? I guess this is technically true, so I'm gonna go with this. There were moments when I had where I had my
wondered
doubts.
if that might be the case.
Yeah, 'cause I don't like the
certainly
UC.
dislike the idea of aiding the United Colonies.
Yeah, me too, Andrea.
Did
See,
getting that
we're
close to
cut from the
Delgado
same
and the
cloth.
fleet make it difficult at all? It can be harder to act against someone once you get to know them.
I'm never happy to betray someone
Nor
who's
do
counting
I
on
think
me.
you should be, but in this case, I believe you made the right call. They were pirates, after all.
Oh,
It
good.
would be
So
foolish
we
to
are
think,
on the
though,
same
that we
page.
have seen the last
just
of the Crimson
she's more
Fleet.
sympathetic.
We may have eliminated the leadership, but there are many more pirates out there.
Yeah, Neva. What's the opposite of a silver lining? You're great at finding those. For my asshole playthrough. There will always be people desperate enough to resort to
Is
piracy.
true. Life has not suddenly been made easier for everyone, despite our recent victory. For now, you should enjoy your hard-earned victory. You have done a service for all of the settled systems.
Oh, thank you, Andrea. You got anything else for me? Because, I mean...
What did you need?
Hello, Captain.
Barrett! Speak of the devil, you're next on my my tour group here.
I can't imagine how hard it was to be under all that pressure. A leader knows that protecting regular folk is not just a responsibility, but a privilege. And I'm proud
Could you
to
be a
call
little
you
less
my
vague?
captain.
Because I'm honestly not sure what event we're... Okay. He is talking about the pirate thing. Okay. Oh, I love this dialogue option with every fiber of my being. This is exactly what I've been wanting to say all along. The United Colonies don't deserve my help, but the
That's
fleet
what
was
I'm
worse.
saying about leadership. Sometimes
Yes,
the choice
Barrett.
isn't easy or clear.
See, this is why I
But you
travel
make the
with
choice
you two.
that does the most net good, and you did just that. What you did took
Oh,
nerves.
see, I love you guys.
Befriending
this is why
Delgado
this is my
like
crew.
that, it was a huge risk.
This is my inner
If he had
circle.
gotten to you, convinced you to side with them, I don't know what we'd be dealing with right now.
You don't think less
Do
of
I
me,
think
do
less
you?
of you for doing what you had to do to save countless lives in the settled systems?
That'll be a
Let me
no.
think. Not
let me
even
think.
slightly.
Not even
You're a
slightly.
damn hero for what you did. You better
I
not
love
ever
you,
think
Barrett.
otherwise.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I feel terrible for gaining his trust and betraying him, but I had
Look,
to
I get
do
what
it.
you're saying, but you saw an opportunity and you took it. It was his weakness, not yours. And if they
Thanks,
regroup
Sarah.
after all this, they'll be weaker next time. All thanks to you.
I wonder what happened to
That's a
Neva Mora.
worry for another day, boss.
I didn't do it
Nobody
alone.
does anything truly alone. We all have help along the way. But you made the decisions that needed to be made. That was all you.
Cool. Cool. So I think a good way to end this little tour. This is not a good way to end this. Oh, actually, maybe it will work. Hold on. A good. Sorry, I'm a rambling mess at this point. I want to go up to the Eye and talk to Vladimir, former Crimson Fleet himself, and see if he has any opinions to share. What is going on right now? Hello, the Eye? Oh, I do have the Eye selected. Why is my objective taking me to the Eye? I'm a little bit confused what's happening right now. Maybe the quest objective is just behind the Eye and I'm a little confused, or... I don't know. We're going to the Eye, though. Speaker of Close has relocated up to the Eye.
Ship is now docked. Perfect. Didn't even smudge the paint.
I'm glad we're getting in all this interesting dialogue at the end of the video, because I know the video's been boring up to this point, and
The
this
Spanner's
stuff's
torque is what the Eye
awesome.
needs now. We'll fix her good as new.
Okay.
Been washing red here and there all over the station. Grim work.
Yeah, he doesn't have any new dialogue, I guess. I was hoping you could point me to another artifact temple.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Right. So let's, that was pretty quick. So I just want to cross off everything on my list so we can really get straight into the story, the main story next time. So the final thing on my list is to go back to Aquila City and go to the co-residence, the co-estate, and see if Cora's there, and see if we can speak to Sam's father about Sam's death.
Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. You're good to go.
That was a little weird. I thought I totaled to land in Aquila City, but maybe not. I'm gonna try not to have to spend an hour looking for this place. I'm pretty sure I have a good idea of what part of the city it's in. I have been there before.
Ranger?
Ranger. Oh, God. Frickin' crowd of people here. Ooh. I think it's up here. Like, nope, nope. I know it's not here because this is the Cartwright house. But maybe up over here on the right? Co-estate, perfect. That wasn't too bad, not too much looking around.
The Co's founded Aquila. And if you didn't know that already, you shouldn't be here.
Jacob, I wanted to talk to you about your son. I want to apologize for how things went down.
Us Co's have been in government for generations, making sure the Freestar Collective is run the right way. Getting said government to do anything worthwhile is like hurting Ashta. Takes perseverance,
yeah, I hear
compromise,
that.
and above all, respect. You try to groom your successors, but wisdom's often wasted on the young.
Oh, well, are you trying to groom Sam to be your successor? Is that why you're so mad at him for leaving? What did you do in government?
I had quite a long career. I mainly made my name keeping credits and trade flowing. Never dull. Always a million fires need putting out.
Sounds like you had quite a career.
I did my part, and then some. Back in my day, we tackled some whoppers. The colony wars damn near wrecked our economy. Took years of dedicated work, every day wondering if the whole financial system was gonna crater on our watch. But we got it done. Damn near had a nervous breakdown. Best years of my life.
How bad was the colony
Never forget
wars?
that it was the United Colonies' greed that started it all. So many
I
terrors
will never
unleashed on the
forget.
galaxy, and for what?
F the UC.
Piles of dead. And it almost set us back centuries. Anyone trying to sell you that there's glory in war has never lived through one of them.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. You're quite a
Might be
character,
you're
Jacob.
not too bad yourself. Well, I doubt you
thank
came
you,
to hear
man.
me wax poetic. What do you need?
Do you feel pressure to live up to Solomon Coe's
Hell no.
accomplishments?
I've got no control over the actions of those who came before me, and I don't feel beholden to them either. Solomon was a true pioneer and a risk taker. And I respect that. But I'm not him. I'm a man who appreciates the simpler joys in life. I'm no thrill seeker, and I don't feel like I need to make my mark on the world. A highball of good whiskey and a sunset to watch it with, it's all the accomplishment I need.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that Sam in his life did feel a lot of pressure because of that legacy, more than his father even did. Are you proud of your family's legacy?
Of course. Solomon Coe was a great man, no doubt about it. If it weren't for him, there'd be no Aquila City and probably no Freestar Collective either. And of course,
I mean, those are facts.
The name comes with certain benefits around town, if you catch my meaning. I never turned down a free drink in Solomon's honor. Should it come my way.
That's fair. I can't believe he has no dialogue about Sam's death, and I mean, I have his office key, right? And like, Cora's not here either. Where is Cora? Is she in the lodge somewhere? We may have to put in a concerted effort to look for her at some point in the future, but I'm not going to waste a bunch of time on it right now. I'll just do a quick survey of this guy's house to confirm for sure that she's not here. Okay. All right, well, I think that's a really great place to end this video. Next time, and I really mean it this time, we're going to get straight into the main story. We're going to speak to Speaker Aquilus. Even though we never found Volume 2 of that book series, I think Speaker Aquilus is the one we need to talk to figure out why he knows so much about the Unity and the Starborn. I can't wait. Thank you, everyone, for watching. As always, have a fantastic day.